Good morning and welcome back to our channel, HMRK. I've literally just woken up and seen lots of messages on my phone and that confirming Jose Mourinho, a little under 12 hours later, Jose Mourinho has been appointed the new Spurs manager or head coach, dare I say, by Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. The talks have been going on through the night. This moved really quickly. It kind of had a vibe yesterday that the reason Pochettino was sacked, which was again a shock because it kind of came out of nowhere. Knew that he was in trouble, knew that results weren't great. However, you'd think start of the international window, that would be the ideal time. It looks like, or at least my thoughts are, that there was a paper story that broke yesterday saying that the players expected Pochettino to leave the football club. I reckon, or personally, I think there was a meeting, and I think either Pochettino has kind of insinuated or said something that Levy is taken to heart or taken or not taken too well, and it sounds like their relationship has deteriorated, and they pulled the trigger basically, and got rid of Pochettino. Yesterday myself and the girls were in shock. They're still asleep, so I'm not sure what their thoughts are going to be on this. I'm sure they'll provide their thoughts in our preview for the West Ham game. Understanding is Mourinho will probably do that press conference actually, so it'll probably be announced at the same time as the press conference for the preview for the West Ham game. Initial reactions is I'm happy that Mourinho's in. I'm happy that we're going there with a manager. Also, initial thoughts are I'm actually happy with Mourinho. Had it been, if someone had asked me at the beginning of the season, would you take Jose Mourinho, aka the chosen one at Spurs? I would have said no. I would have been really disappointed actually with him being a manager. But having said that, I've watched a lot of Sky Sports. I watch a lot of football in general. Myself and India and Maya both, we like watching lots of football. And Mourinho's being obviously a pundit on Sky, and actually he's come across really well. I've really enjoyed his punditry. And he comes across as someone who actually genuinely knows a lot about the game. Now, a big criticism of Pochettino has been his tactics, his in-game substitutions. Well, I'll tell you something, Mourinho's fantastic at that. This kind of reminds me of Alan Sugar, actually. I think his last appointment, if I'm not mistaken, was George Graham. And I think what had happened was he'd not won anything and he got desperate and he brought an ex-Arsenal manager in to manage us. Ultimately, George Graham won a trophy. Wasn't a great choice, really. Fans never really forgave Alan Sugar for bringing him in. That was Alan Sugar's last appointment, and shortly after that, ENIC came in. Sugar sold the club. ENIC then fired or sacked George Graham instantly, and then they brought in a fan's favourite in Glenn Hoddle, which obviously didn't work out. Now, this almost is similar now. Is this actually the last management choice ENIC will make? Is this them taking a chance? Is this like a last chance saloon? Is this like being in a saloon and they're rolling the dice, and that is why they brought Mourinho in? Again, an ex-Chelsea manager. How does that sit with Tottenham fans? Please leave your comments. Chelsea fans, please leave your comments. What are your thoughts of the chosen one coming to Tottenham? Are you now, obviously I'm sure Chelsea are over him, but are they now completely going to wipe him out of their history books? I mean, he is their most successful manager. In terms of trophies, he is one of the, if not second most successful manager behind Alex Ferguson. In fact, you could say more successful in the sense that he's done it across different football clubs. Also, I mean, there's this kind of, I think, misconception that Mourinho needs money. Yes, he's been at football clubs that have given him money, but he also won the Champions League at Porto. right? Did he have lots of money there? He had a good set of players. Now, you could say Pochettino had a good set of players at Tottenham and won zilch, nothing. So my question would be, and please feel free to leave comments, if Mourinho was in charge of Tottenham, the Tottenham that came second, would he have delivered trophies? It's a really difficult answer, isn't it? It's obviously that was the young side, and Mourinho doesn't. There's this concept that Mourinho doesn't like young players. So it was a really interesting appointment for me personally. So yeah, let's I don't know. It's been crazy. The last 11 or 12 hours. I don't know. This is Tottenham all over. It doesn't look like a panic sacking though. It does seem like obviously they've been speaking to Mourinho's agents or Mourinho's team, and it's not taken long for him to be appointed. Only hindsight's a wonderful thing, so only time now will tell whether this will be a good appointment. I mean, if you're realistic, we've got no chance of really finishing in the top four within the league. I personally think there is still a chance. I think that's why this decision has been made. I think that Mourinho's main target will be to make sure we finish in the top four. We have to play Chelsea twice. They're 12 points in front of us. Win them 2 games, there's 6 points, and then there's still a chance. I still think there's an outside chance of top four. You've got to think that Chelsea have got Champions League. They're still in the Carabao Cup. They've got the FA Cup to contend with. They're a young team. They can't make any signings. They could go through a rough patch. And Leicester, for me, a couple of injuries away of they lose Vardy, they lose Maddison, they lose them 2 players. Who they're going to replace them with? So I don't think it's over quite yet. Actually, the top 4. It'll be interesting. Like I said, a year ago, 6 months ago, I wouldn't have been happy with the chosen one. But I'm actually thinking, if he cannot deliver us trophies, then we've got no chance. As a football club, we're destined to be a laughing stock, basically. So let's hope that Mourinho is the chosen one for us, and he does deliver the trophies. And as I say, he's grown on me, and he's mellowed out a little bit since he's been on Sky. And hopefully we'll get a Mourinho that is the best Mourinho, a more refined Mourinho, one that will work under constraints at Tottenham, because obviously there will be some there. And he's obviously knowingly taken on the role. He obviously loves London. He has something to prove, as far as I'm concerned. He has something to prove to both Chelsea and Manchester United. And dare I say, he'll probably have something to prove to Arsenal as well. So let's hope he is the one. Let's hope he does deliver what I certainly crave as a Tottenham fan. I'm pretty certain 99% of all Tottenham fans crave the title. I mean, I want to see us win the title in my lifetime. I wanted to see us win the Champions League. Don't know if we've missed that yet, but we're still in it. Mourinho's back. Can he get us there? Can we win the Champions League under Jose Mourinho? Again, leave us your comments. I'm going to go and wake my girls up now, give them the news, and see what they feel about Mourinho being our new manager. So until the next one, peace, and come on you Spurs.